everyone, I'm Bonnie from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and today I'm going to be making multi-loop triple layer bows on my V2.0 version 2.0. We've already covered the basic triple layer bow, which I love, but today we're going to be doing multiple loops on each layer. The first sample that I have here I created with 1.5 inch wide wire edged ribbon, which will always perform beautifully for you. I don't typically do my demos with wire edge ribbon because I find that my customers don't really buy a lot of wire edge ribbon, so I know it's not what you're working with, and I want to show you how to make bows with what everybody has on hand. So I'm going to start my first bow, and I have 1.5 inch silky crush ribbon in rose. And I've made a point on my cut end just so when we're tying the knot later it's easier to tell one from the other. I have my back pegs in above the 3 and the 7 inch mark, and then I'm going in 1/2 inch for each row in front of it. So I'm going to start with my ribbon in the back of the pegs, and I'm leaving about a 6 or 8 inch tail. It's up to you how much you want to leave. And I am going to do a triple layer, triple loop bow. So what we're going to be doing is wrapping the ribbon in a figure-8 pattern starting on the back pegs and working our way to the front with 1 loop on each side. And then we're going to go back to the back pegs and do the same wrapping again. So this will be the second loop on each side. And if you start running out of room, just push your loops down, and we're going back to the back and to the middle and again to the front. So now I'm going to take the ribbon that's in my right hand and bring it between the pegs. The ribbon in my left hand is going to come and cross over in the back and through the front. And being that it's a wider ribbon, I have folded it in half to make the center just a little narrower. You can squeeze these loops together to make things easier. You're going to bring the ribbon in your left hand down and through the center and out the back. And now we are going to switch hands. The cut end with the point is under and in my right hand now, and the working ribbon is in my left. I'm going to make a loop with the ribbon in my left hand and bring the cut end over and through and out the right side. And this will create our locking C knots. Snug it up a little bit like we always do, and then make any adjustments that you would like to the center. And I do a rocking motion to gently tighten it as much as I can. If there's anything that you want to adjust, take a look and do that now. Make sure your center's in the center, and then tighten it down. And you can clip your ends now, or you can wait. We'll wait. Slide it off. And all you have to do at this point is fluff your loops, and you have a gorgeous triple layer, triple looped bow. Now you can make these as big as you would like within the board. Just move out pegs, or you could even leave this one where it is and move these 3 to here for a different size. Totally up to you. Now sometimes for some ribbons that's just a little too much, the 3 loops on each side of each layer. So what I've been doing, this is 1.5 inch wide red gingham ribbon. And we're going to start the same way with our ribbon in the back. But what I'm going to do with this bow is have 3 loops at the widest pegs, 2 loops on the middle, and 1 loop on the top peg. Now I like to evenly add the loops on, and there's no right or wrong way to do this, but I like to end up on the front pegs. So I'm going to do 2 in the back, then I'm going to do 1 in the middle, and now I'm going to go back and do my 3rd one on the widest pegs, and then I'm going to go back to the middle ones for the 2nd loop, and then I'm going to do 1 loop on each side of the center. Now that might seem a little confusing, and I could take this off, and you could also do all 3 on the back, then do your 2 on the center, and then do your 1 on the front. That would work also. I just find the bow looks a little neater when you try to evenly wrap. Like the bow almost feels like it wants to fall up when you tie it this way. I don't know how else to explain it. It seems like this is just situated up too far because it wants to be where you placed each loop. So my preferred way is to just try to wrap it as evenly as possible, but you do want your last loop to be on the front because that'll give you your best look. So I'm doing 2 on the widest, 1 in the middle, and now I'm going to go back to the widest and build out to the narrowest. But again, however you do it, as long as you like the results, there is no right or wrong way to do this. This is just what I find works best for me. So I have 3 loops on the widest, 2 loops on the center, the middle one, and 1 loop on each side of the narrowest pegs. So I'm going to bring the ribbon in my right hand through the center. The piece in my left hand will be the center, so I am, because it's wider, I'm folding it in so I can have a narrower center. Bring it over and through the bottom and out the back. Now I'm switching hands, and I'm going to make a loop with the working end, and the cut end is going to go over, through the loop, and out the right side. And you can make any adjustments that you want. You want to try to make your loop in the front look very nice and neat. There's only going to be 1, so it will be noticeable. And when you're happy, go ahead and tighten that up. And again, you can clip your tails or leave them. Slide it off. And then we're just going to fluff the loops. So we have 3 in the back, 2 on the next layer, and 1 in the smallest. And I think that looks pretty nice. So here I have a card size one that I did. This is a triple layer double, 2 loops on each side, and I did it with a back ribbon. But you can also, with the smaller ones, do just like we did with the gingham. So if I quickly move some pegs around, because the bows that we just made for me, for my preference, that's a little too big for my card projects. Okay, so this is our sheer ombre watermelon, and it's 5/8 of an inch wide. So if I leave my tail, and we can go ahead and wrap just like we did on the last one. We got 2 loops on the back peg, and now we're going to go around the medium ones, but we have to go back so we don't catch it up in the front loops. It's a little trickier this way, but it's absolutely doable. So there's 2 on the back, 1 in the middle. Now we're going to the back row. Now we're going back for 1 more on each side of the medium-sized loops, and then 1 on each of the center. Take the ribbon in my right hand through the center, left hand is coming over and down through the bottom. I'm going to make our locking C-knot. Again, if there's any adjustments that you want to make to that front loop, now is the time before it gets too tight. And pull it tight, clip your ends or slide it off. And here we have 3 loops in the back, 2 in the center size, and 1 small one. And that's a beautiful bow too. And this is more card sized. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're loving your Bow It All tool. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my new videos. I'd love it if you leave a comment or question below before you go.